let's get into the picks right now. We have the divisional game, the championship game, Bengals, Chiefs, 49ers, Eagles. Let's start with the first game, the AFC game, Bengals at Chiefs. The Bengals were originally actually favored. They flipped the point spread when Patrick Mahomes got hurt, all the way down to -2.5 for the Bengals. But the recent reports coming out that Patrick Mahomes seemingly is A, off the injury report, and B, looks great. The point spread has flipped back in the Chiefs' favor all the way to 1.5 on a neutral field. However, the Bengals technically would still be favored because you get 3 points for being the home favorite. Let's get this up here. All right, let's go. AFC game. Who do you have winning? Chiefs, Bengals. Chiefs favored -1.5. Who wins? Who covers? What's the score?
I got the Chiefs winning, covering with a 24-20 win.
Woo! You think Mahomes goes back? Why do you think that? I'm curious.
Thinking because it's a revenge game for the Chiefs. They're thinking back to last year when they were ahead,
right?
By quite a bit there at the first half. They were looking like there was 21-3 or something. I think in the first half they were dominating the game, and they came out in the second half and laid an egg. It was terrible. The Bengals defense just destroyed them.
Right.
So they haven't forgotten that. They're not going to let that happen again. I think the connection between Mahomes and Kelsey is lethal. And look at the last game this game last week. The Mahomes, before he got hurt, 10 catches by Kelsey in the first half, 2 touchdowns. The first time that's ever happened in NFL history. I like that connection. And I think the Chiefs, despite not having Tyreek Hill anymore, the outside receivers are pretty good. And I think that Mahomes is going to have a really good game. And he's got a better offensive line now than he had last year. And I think that they will win. Not convincingly, but enough to beat the point spread and go to the Super Bowl. And they were my team. I picked them at the very first of the season that they would make the Super Bowl. And I'm hoping that they make it on Sunday.
All right. I'm going to go with the back-to-back Super Bowl. I'm going with the Bengals. I'm going with the Bengals here to win 27-24. I believe this was the score, actually, that the last time they played this year. I believe they played week 13. I got to look that up right now to see, just to be sure that I got that right. But yeah, 27-24. The Bengals did win that game. I just think, Joe Burrow and this Bengals team seemingly has Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs' number. I just think right now the Bengals are honestly the better team, and I think this may end. I think this may create and then subsequently end the debate of who's the best quarterback in the league. If Joe Burrow goes up against Patrick Mahomes and beats him for a 4th straight time, how can anyone say that Mahomes is a better quarterback when one quarterback has beat you 4 straight times? That to me, that makes no sense. And I think that's an argument, actually, you can make right now, because Joe Burrow's the only quarterback to beat him 3 straight times, and only one of 2 quarterbacks to beat him 3 times totally. Brady and Burrow. That's it. Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time, and Burrow, I think, is right now better than Patrick Mahomes. And I think, if Joe Burrow goes up against Mahomes in this game and beats him for the 4th straight time, 4-0, how can anyone say Patrick Mahomes is a better quarterback than Joe Burrow? If we're talking about talent, that's a different conversation than who's the best quarterback. If I could, for instance, Zach Wilson has a phenomenal arm. He's not a great quarterback. Josh Allen has a great arm. There was a lot of interceptions. Maybe not even top 3 in the league. Jalen Hurts may have eclipsed him for that 3rd spot. So we're not talking about quarterback talent here. Talking about just overall quarterback play. And I think, if Joe Burrow goes up and beats him, which I'm saying he does, goes back to a Super Bowl back-to-back, I'm saying Joe Burrow right now takes the crown off of Patrick Mahomes' head, puts it on his own head, and claims the crown as the best quarterback in the NFL.
Well, maybe. I think the Bengals looked really good last week. They dominated against the Bills. They controlled the whole game.
Right.
They're never in question, I don't think, that they were going to win. And at least until they got their first couple of scores, they got up 14-0. Right? Their running game too. Don't forget about the Bengals running game. It was very good last week. Joe Mixon looked very good. And so I think it will be a close game. You may be right. Maybe the Bengals will knock them off for the fourth time, but I'm counting on the Chiefs to pull it out. Plus, the Chiefs are playing at home.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a benefit for them, although last year they were at home as well and lost to the Bengals. So we'll see. It's going to be a great game. I can't wait.
I do think I'm a little bit more nervous than I was last year because the Bengals are getting a little bit cocky. They're calling Arrowhead Burrowhead now.
Oh, yeah.
And last year it was the Chiefs doing the talking. The Bengals came in, took care of business, moved on to the Super Bowl. This year it's the Bengals talking. And I don't know, Mahomes may be a little bit hobbled still. Maybe. You know, they're saying he has at least a grade 1, which is a mild high ankle sprain. I think the Bengals are going to try to keep Mahomes in the pocket because Mahomes is better outside the pocket than he is inside.
Well, he may stay in the pocket because his sprain.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. But I think the key is because when Mahomes got hurt against the Jaguars, the Chiefs started to run the ball more, and they were more efficient running the football. So I'm gonna if the Bengals can slow that down, make Mahomes actually beat you inside the pocket, I like the Bengals' chances here. But it's just a question of can you do something that not a lot of teams, if any team besides I guess the Bengals here, have done in Patrick Mahomes' career.
Yeah, well, I think that the connection to Kelsey is lethal.
Absolutely.
And I don't know how the Bengals are going to try to stop that. I think that'd be very hard.
That's a great question.
Who are they going to put on Kelsey? He's huge.
Yeah.
And he's having his best year, I think.
It's definitely up there. And Kelsey, he just goes on 6-7 yard routes, just dinking, dunking to Kelsey. Kelsey runs, 4 or 5 more yards. That's what they did late in the game last year. And the key is, for some reason, the Jaguars let up on pressure after Mahomes got hurt. They weren't rushing the quarterback as much, not getting as much pressure on Mahomes. I don't know why they did that. Who knows? They might have actually had a chance if they put more pressure on Mahomes after he got hurt, but that is a different story.